Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is Monday, the 27th of December of 2021, and we're back to a little bit more of a normal stream schedule. It's not midnight! Surprise! But how y'all doing today? Looks like JJMC was first today. Hello, JJMC. Marsh is also here. Pyro is here. D-Delsp is here, who is now a tier 3 sub. Thank you for that, D-Delsp. You actually... I don't know when the video is going to come out. Probably 2 weeks from now. But you snuck into my Saturday recordings. And actually, you wouldn't have, but the way OBS does its scenes is if you don't have a scene delayed, it shows the notification and makes the sound, but it delays doing the animation. So as soon as I switched to my main scene, it got the the sub animation. But thank you for that. Evil Gordita is also here, as is Oramus. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. And today is auto update day, so that is what we are going to take a look at first. So let's jump into that. Actually, let me make sure I don't have any open source things to talk about first. And we do not, because we did this on stream the other day. Hello, Marsha. How are you doing? So I want to work on pre-commit.ci today. There's been a few small things that I've been putting off for a while, but now we have time, so I'm going to do it today. Pretend Beldothis raid. Is Beldothis here? Hi, Beldothis. Right, so let us start with the auto-update graphs. Today should be a big auto-update day because pre-commit hooks bumped and MyPy bumped. So there should be a lot of things that updated today. Marsha says, I'm good, but annoyed at this stupid freaking little spinny wheel on my keyboard that turns the volume up and down because it's so finicky. Yeah. Like if I just tap it, you turn from 12 to 14, but it went up to 60. It's just suddenly screaming. Belnanthus says, Bonsoir, Monsieur Antoine, écoute the code. I assume that's anthonywritescode code. How are you doing, Belnanthus? Hello. My French is terrible. As you can probably tell. Nerum is here. Hello. When I turn it back down, it just goes up and down between 40 and 60. That's awful. My little knob works pretty well. It goes in 2 increments. Seems to do all right. French guy CH, hello. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. It sounded like authentic French to me. Yes, I did say that, Marsha. You got me. All right, let's take a look at the auto update dashboard, which has a big old shark fin as per usual. I just merged a bunch of my PRs, so that's probably what this is about. The queue peaked at 69 today, but it seems like it handled the load fairly well, like scaled up and dealt with it. Arc like Slavic, thank you for the resub at 8 months in a row. Holy shit. Thank you for the continued support. It's good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well. Your French is terrible, but your French ain't bad. Beat says, do you know how to fix Django problems? I can fix basically any problem with enough effort and the right tools. But if you ask your specific question, I may be able to give you more specific advice. You guessed it right. Nice. Oh no, this is going back to less than 9K. It actually was less than 9K last week, which is fine. Someone disabled a bunch of non-pre-commit repos, so it actually did about the same amount of work, but with fewer things enabled. Oh, I see that again. CloudWatch. We can get the exact number because the graph is on a 1 minute cadence, so sometimes the thing can process a bunch before the graph even catches up. Like you can see there's one data point halfway up this thing. So it's not exactly accurate there, but we can get an exact count by going to this log here. There are exactly 8,924 this week. This took 50 seconds. I wonder what I have a timeout set on that. We're actually getting up to a pretty long execution time on that. guess when I originally started, it was like 10 seconds. So it's quadrupled, which seems about right. Lambda, autoupdater, periodic. What is your timeout? Your timeout is 600 seconds. Okay, we're nowhere near the timeout. We're good. You know how to DIY a plushie? I mean, I could probably figure it out, and with the right tools, I could probably make it happen. Orma says, "Hey Anthony, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Exactly as much as it wants to." Yes. What is the answer to the question about life, the universe, and everything? It is always 42. In fact, it is 6 times 9 is 42. In base 13. Bango admin does not get recognized. I almost tried every possible solution. Like, what command are you running? What output are you getting? Is it in the browser? Is it in the command line? Is it something else? Plushie crafting stream confirmed. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Fixter Drake, hello, hello. Good to see you again. What did I get wrong for there? What do you mean? That seems fine. This seems pretty fine. Oh no. Wait, this number is not supposed to be 0 because that was one of the things we were gonna fix this week. No! Unless GitHub fixed it. Oh wait, there's still 2 things in the queue. Wait. How are there still 2 things in the queue? These must be the 2 that are gonna end up in deadline. Okay. That's one of the things we're gonna fix today. So we gotta wait for this to finish, I guess. For doing math. Okay. Mount Simcause says, marry me so I can go back to the US and I'll buy you a good time Charlie's drink and then I'll take you to Pinball Pete's. I mean, I could also just go. It's like a 5-minute drive. No, I'm pretty sure we do have bugs. I'm pretty sure these 2 right here are just going through their dead letter bounce. Because I think they have like a 5-minute retry period. And so actually we can validate that by going to log groups on here. And we will have to wait for them to end up in dead letter before I can see them though. This one, the latest. Yeah, so we're still getting that 400 forbidden. Okay, so yeah, those will still be broken. In fact, if we load this up in the browser, you'll see that we get this terms of service thing. So it is and it isn't still happening. Like, so the thing about these ones is they get delayed by 5 minutes every time they fail. So more realistically, it finished here. Depends on how many times it's been retrying. There are no events to load. Confuse? Okay. Okay, so skip due to schedule quarterly. Yeah, this is probably, yeah, this is the last chunk of them. And you can see even in here, this is when it started doing the retries. So it's been done since, oh, why do these ones take so long? Oh, this is in seconds. I was like, it took 4 minutes. No, it's in seconds. So where's the last bump? Yeah, so right here. Granger is the very, very last one. It has no config. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, so it actually finished about 25 minutes ago, but it's bouncing around in dead letter, so it'll still take a little bit more. Yay, bugs! Indeed. Another says, I'm having some weird issues. Sometimes when I run my tests on an async code base and add breakpoints for debugging to a Control-C, my standard becomes invisible and I can no longer see what I type. Are you using PyTest? Because I think this reminds me of which PyTest, which async plugin are you using? But I'm pretty sure, well, that's not the one. PyTest async IO. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Because there is like a slight bug. If you use -s, it should fix itself, but there's a slight bug with the way async IO works in the event loop and context switching and fixing the standard streams. And there's probably a case where it errors out. Let's see. Let us see if we can reproduce that. Virtual env vf. PyTest asyncio. PyTest? Yeah, precisely. That's how this works? Yeah. So then... So breakpoints and do Control C. Do you Control C after the breakpoint? Oh, Dunty, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Yo, where the split keyboard at? It's right here. We just switched. More like a stinkio. Oh no. Hey, what's up, Task Agent? Hello, hello. Whoops. I typed in Twitch chat. It's going well. Let's do what I expected to. Okay, so you're saying if we Control C, but that's not the situation where it happens. Probably PDP Control C. Why does it end up in the debugger here? That's weird. Dina MVK, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't think this is supposed to happen. So that's probably one part of it. Like, what happens if non-async? If we PDB, does it drop into the breakpoint? It does. Oh, that's weird. That's not what I expect. I expect it to just crash out. But I guess it stops you where the breakpoint is. So what's probably happening is this. Oops, we want t.py. So breakpoint, we continue, and then we Control C. Well, that's working too. What? That's not what I expect. Well, if you have a more specific reproduction, maybe I can figure it out. It's not consistent though. Sometimes everything works fine. Oh no. Oh no. Is that the Kinesis Gaming? No, this is the Kinesis Freestyle Pro. The Bizarro arrow key layout is the giveaway. Yeah, they have the same layout on their other keyboard too, I think. Kinesis Gaming. This is like the Kinesis Gaming keyboard is just the Freestyle Pro with LEDs in it. But yeah, I basically this keyboard, but not the RGBs because I don't know. The RGBs are a bit much. L20 says, thinking on getting the ZSA Moonlander, would you recommend the Switch to split at $400? So I am probably not the right person to review the Moonlander because I use the arrow keys a lot. But I have tried using the Moonlander and I was fucking garbage at it. Also, maybe it's just me, but the Moonlander feels kind of cheap. Like the plastic is not that high quality. But yeah, this is the same keyboard that BG has. Yeah, I think the one I tried was at Jordan's house at Muture and Jordan's house, and I don't know if they're still using it or not, but that was where I tried it. But I could not type anything on it. Admittedly, like I'm sure I would get used to it after working on it for a while, but I use arrow keys, so Yeah, it's not quite for me. In Python terminal, start a project. Django admin start project name does not get recognized as project or something. I'll try to fix tomorrow. Okay, cool, sounds good. Gary Burnett! Ooh, thank you for the resub. It's 16 months. Holy shit, dude. Good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well. How's your Monday going? How's your I assume you're on break right now. How's your break going? Beat says, why is coding addicting? Well, I just find it fun. Because the RGB is unnecessary. I think the gaming was the hardware refresh. Ah, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. You run a keyboard site? I thought I was looking at a mugshot. Oh, this one? Yeah. This is like some famous dude, right? Surely this is like somebody who's famous in esports that I just have no idea who they are. Mitch uses that as well. Ah, nice, nice. Aurelion the First says solving puzzles is addicting. It is, or addictive. Yes. That's a lot of money to spend on a keyboard you aren't familiar with. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Just chilling. Nice, nice. Sounds good. I'm basically chilling myself. If you want to learn the layout, I get something to you first. Yeah, I agree with that. Chomky Seals says coding addicting. I'm not sure about that one. Wait until you hit a bug you spend 2 months on, you'll be crying yourself to sleep. But sometimes those 2-month bugs are the ones that you're like, oh, I really want to work on this. This is really interesting. It's almost as bad as the stock photos you're gonna take for the GitHub. Hey, I thought those were fine. GitHub actions were flaky today, so I stopped doing my talks for some CI fixes. Oh my god, yeah, they were like really bad this morning. GitHub had like a soft outage on Sunday that they just didn't announce. But the website was just like super broken. The only one that I noticed it on though was this job. Then again, this is like one of the few periodic jobs that I have. It failed this morning. Yeah. Failed this morning with just like a bunch of mysterious like could not clone repository errors. Yeah, this error unpacking GNU. Why are they using GNU TLS? This feels like a mistake. Why are they using this? Everyone that I know uses OpenSSL curl. I've made the mistake of using GNU TLS in the past too. Interesting. Oh, I don't know why they're using GNU TLS, but yeah, that was the error that I was hitting all the time. How was your AC, by the way? I stopped around day 15. You stopped when it got bad. I mean, it went well. We finished all the days. This was like the last day that I got a reasonable number of points. Literally other than the last day. Day 13 was the last time I got points. And then there were some struggles in here. But we got there in the end. Admittedly, I kind of cheated on day 24, and by cheated, I mean I used Z3 because I didn't actually feel like solving. I didn't want to figure out the modular arithmetic. So I just used a Z3 optimizer and minimized a variable, and then it was just like, yeah, here's the answer. There you go. Congrats. And my auto submitter worked great on day 25. Check out these submit times. Exactly the same. Oh, I wanted to see. My solution took 10 seconds. How far would I have improved had I not used buggy enums? I would have gotten 4 more points for part 2. What about part 1? Part 1 I would have gotten 10 more points. Oh well. But there's a performance bug in enums. Sitebugs.python.org enum performance. Yeah, this one. Would you say that Kinesis is better build quality / plastics? Do you have a setup for business inquiries? Yes, this feels much better quality than the Moonlander, personally. And yes, I do have a setup for business inquiries. You can email me at my username at gmail.com. Everything took like 10x and needed several retries. I had many jobs that failed to queue, probably fixed by now. Yeah. Yesterday, all of the web pages weren't even loading either, which was really frustrating. They have an incident report on status now. It was degraded even before they reported. Oh, did they finally do it? Because I was scrolling through their Twitter and seeing a bunch of "Hey GitHub, shit's fucked" messages. December 27th. That was today. It was actually yesterday. Yesterday had problems too. But I guess not reported. That's fine. How you doing, the other server? Good to see you again. Would GNU TLS be prepackaged with GNU Linux distribution? Is the only reason I can think of to perforate over. I don't think so. Oh, interesting. I do have the GNU TLS variant installed. I also have the OpenSSL version installed. Interesting. Why do I have it installed? Git? Huh, interesting. This should be from... Wait, what? FFmpeg pulls in this? Oh, that's weird. Huh, I guess it's because Git has a hard dependency on it. Interesting. Did not know that. I guess it makes sense. Did you end up on the big leaderboard? I did not. I choked in the second half. So I did not. I was pretty close. I mean, not really. 689 versus 450 something. 454. So I would needed 34 more, or 234 more points. So if I would have pointed in a few of these days, like if you average my first 13 days, I had 400 and what? 26. 438. So if I would have kept it up, I would have ended up 800 what? 840? I would have been 79th overall, but I was inconsistent. I was not great in this chunk of days, but I still had fun. And yeah, next year will be a thing. Who sent that OTD Bonk Marsha? I think Eric actually sent that. Eric. Eric said that. My username at gmail.com. How'd you get that email? Yeah. Frickety frick mpeg. Yeah. 438 iMath 431? Is it not? 450 454 minus 23 minus 3? It's 428. Oh, I said 438. It's 428. Okay, well then I had slightly fewer points than that. I don't think it actually changes that much. 428 divided by 13 times 25. 823. Okay, so I would have been 79 or 88th instead of 79th. But yeah, true. I was off by that. Cat Peasants, those greetings! You've all been banned. What? How you doing, Cat Peasant? Good to see you again. Qualsy! Welcome back. I didn't see the 3. Yeah, the 3 would do that. The bank today is not quite right. So today, working on, let's see. It is, oh god. Pre-commit.ci auto update day. Doing a bit on that as well. Cool. Angle PT! Hello, hello. When you need a calculator and open SQLite. Well, I figured I already had it open, and, you know, why not just flex a little bit? I thought it would be funny. I'm glad you noticed. But how are you doing? Good to see you again. Okay. Yeah, but this burned me. Actually, I have an idea on how to make this faster. I kind of want to see if it will work. It might actually be worth the optimization here. Virtual VF. Sure. Oh. So this takes like 11-ish seconds, 10, 11 seconds, something like that, which is slow. And I profiled it, and like 50% of the time is spent in enum. I suspect if I change this around to have an init, and do this instead, I think this bypasses the slow lookup. Enum takes 2 positional arguments. Do I not remember how enum double internet works? Value label unit. There not another example? Am I supposed to use double under new? Oh no, here we go. Oh, it just auto expands the tuple for you? Interesting. And it takes exactly 1 argument, the instance to initialize. Do they call super in theirs? They do not. If new or init is defined, that seems to work. Is it faster? Should be. Yeah. So just that small change made a like 40% difference in runtime there. Oh, how you doing, Brett? Hello, hello. Yeah, values are tuples. They represent the x difference and y difference. I wonder if this type checks. So I might unarchive, commit that, and push, just because that performance seems worth it. It does type check. Cool. Okay, we'll just do that real quick. Oops, don't want to click that button. No, I want to delete. Temporarily unarchive. Speed up direction for enum by avoiding value. Okay, now I can re-archive it. Okay, so slight performance improvement there. Okay, cool. And in theory, we should have stalled long enough to get these into dead letter. Yay! Okay, cool. So we can debug those now. I do have two. Oops. I do have two repos that are failing the update, so let's actually do those first, since those will be easy to look at. One of them is this, the other one is git code det. I briefly looked at the pre-commit one. I'm not sure if it's solvable or not, but we will take a look at it. What's the benefit of archiving a repo? Is it good practice? I do it for a couple of reasons. One is like, I'm not gonna work on it anymore. So it's kind of an indicator that it's not really receiving updates. That's the first reason. The second is when I archive, I turn off CI and everything, so it just doesn't take any more CI resources. And the third is like, occasionally people will just like comment on random repos of mine, and so if I archive them, that's one fewer repo that they can just randomly comment on. Like I got this one today, demo repo. I've updated the README by the addition of my name. And that's, yeah, that's exactly what they did. But like, why? FixJake says, I'd say if you're more out there in open source, it would make sense, but for someone like me where I don't have anything big out there, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like it doesn't really make a difference for most people. But sometimes you get garbage like this. It's like, okay, all right. Why would someone do that? I have no idea. Presumably they're learning Git and just don't know any better. They also opened this PR. As for practicing version control, no changes made by me. But they put their name here again. I don't understand. I don't know why they did that. It looks like Hacktoberfest. Yeah, it does look like Hacktoberfest. Maybe they are just off by a few months. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this one first. I think this is all the same one. Yeah. So this is a bug in MyPy, which I've already started triaging. Basically, and I bisected it, so I found the patch that broke it. I don't really understand the MyPy internals, but something about this function here called on this breaks the generics in some way. So that's why it doesn't work. They even wrote a test showing that it doesn't work. Like this generic is just lost here. So I don't know whether it's intentional behavior or not. The weird thing is their patch isn't actually fixing that bug. Their patch here doesn't use the generic type here. So I don't know why they even did this, but and this doesn't mention that generic type either. So I don't know where that send type came from and why that became a thing in the patch, but that's why it broke. Junio RRR says garbage, that's a gem. Yeah. Well, I even missed 2 days ago, Octal versus Decimal Joke, yeah. Does anyone receive their Hacktoberfest shirt yet? I haven't got mine either, so I don't know. I feel like last year they were here by now. I don't quite know what's happening with that, but I received a backpack from work, but no Hacktoberfest shirt. Nice, nice. Okay, yeah. So there's nothing really to fix on this one, but I can type ignore those 3 things. That way I can commit this and at least get it out of the way. Exonity, hello, hello. Good to see you again. Pre-commit run MyPy, all files. Upgrade MyPy and pre-commit hooks. Of course, of course. How you doing, Exonity? That is maybe delayed for me since I'm not in the US. I mean, they're delayed in the US too, so don't know what's up with that. 162 type ignore, and then grab us that link. 169. The weird thing though, the really weird thing is this same code is in all repos. Why didn't all repos have this bug? Oh, wait, yeah, that's weird. What was up with that? The Endless River has received a gift sub from Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate that. GitHub. who's Anonymous? It's in like mapper.py. Yeah. Yeah, so this is oh, interesting. Interesting. So this code is slightly different, but I feel like it should work out the same way. So we have an in-process context manager, which just yields map. Yeah, like this code is basically the same as this, except I just inlined the context manager here. I wonder. I bet I know what's happening. So this is probably yielding a callable any here. And so even though this discards the type here, it gets recasted back from any to this. And so that's why this one works. And that's why this one doesn't. Interesting. 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 It's not anonymous if you know. I guess that's true. Or the charisma is present. Indeed, indeed. The observer says pandas has string slices. Dataframe.log. Logpad was not happy about it. Only one issue from 2016, but I just had to type ignore. Yeah, that happens. What does it mean to inline? So the concept of inlining comes largely from C, where you would have like, oh, here, I'll give you an example of inlining. This is like a very stupid example. And if you define a function float square x, float x, earn x times x. I know you would never really do this, but imagine if you wrote something like this. So this is an out of line function, meaning that in order to perform this call naively, the compiler will insert a function call to this and create a new stack frame, do this math, and then return the value from that stack frame. Or in many cases, the compiler can be smart about this and can say, oh, this function is so simple that I will inline it. That is, it'll actually compile this as just changing this square call to being y times y directly, and avoid the function call overhead here. Because building a stack frame and pushing things and popping things has some overhead, whereas if it just does this computation directly in line, it doesn't need to have that overhead here. Now this makes, or at least saying inlining as an optimization in Python doesn't really make sense, because Python doesn't have an optimizer that does things like that. And so when I talk about inlining in Python, it's more that I have intentionally inserted the code directly into here instead of calling out to separate functions. Like I could define a function that does what this line does here, and I could define a function that does what this line here does here. There's no really real reason to in this case, because adding that function here, like nothing else is going to reuse those functions. And adding a stack frame in Python is expensive, so sometimes you wouldn't want to do that either. But yeah, that's kind of the idea behind inlining. But yeah, Python doesn't have an inlining optimization. And maybe I'll make a video about that. Good idea. A good question, Crow. Beat says, have you ever used Vim? Anytime somebody... Oh, I guess I'll turn it back on when I'm about to program because I don't want to just spend the bits for no reason. Because I think there's some banked right now. But yes, I do use Vim if you donate a number of bits that ends in 51. That's what it is, yeah. Games Mad, welcome, welcome. That is very personal. What? What are you talking about? Byling, hello, hello. Good to see you again. Olstrom says it might be inlining if it just in times. Yeah, that is certainly a thing that could happen. Yeah. Yeah, for just-in-time compilation, I mean, it's a little bit different than inlining there, but yes, inlining may be one of the optimizations that it does. However, at that level, it's mostly just passing around machine code and like not really like the idea of function calls isn't necessarily there. But yes, in just-in-times, yes, it could do something similar to that, or at least it could do an optimization that looks the same as inlining. I thought you were in the middle of making a video. Yeah. How does your Vim queue work? It's not very sophisticated. I'm pretty sure it's buggy. It hasn't broken so far, but let me show you the schema for it, and that mostly explains how it works. Okay, so there is these. Whoops. These are the 4 tables. Yeah, I know there's 4 tables for this state. These are the 4 tables that exist. This is the global kill switch for whether Vim is enabled or not. And when it is disabled, it inserts bits into this table and doesn't touch these other 2. And so it'll bank, whatever users are. So if we do select star from Vim bits disabled, you'll see that DNelsp has given 2 Vim bits and Walker Codes has also given a Vim bits. Wait, 5 p.m. Oh, this must be in UTC? Yeah, these are in UTC. So these are all right as advent of code unlocked to troll. But if Vim is enabled, what it does is it always inserts into this Vim bits table. Well, I guess if it's enabled, it'll insert into this table and it'll add the amount of time to whatever timestamp is here. So if we do Vim time left, these are all the times that the timestamp has ever been incremented. And so if the current timestamp is non-zero, it will add time. Otherwise, it will insert a value. And this is just kind of a log of every time somebody has done Vim bits. Now, the tricky part to this is when Vim is either disabled or enabled. Disabling with current time left is a scam, but I just don't do that. And I could implement that, but I just haven't done that yet. If I enable Vim bits and there are some that are disabled, what'll happen is it'll just basically run every row in this table as if the bits had just been added, except it modifies the proper timestamp when inserting into this table. So it basically simulates them all starting at once. That's kind of how it works. The disabling and enabling, not that clever, admittedly, but I also wrote it 15 minutes or like 20 minutes before AOC day 1, just to get it ready so I could turn it off and on without just completely scamming people. Vim bits, yeah, they're just Twitch bits, but they ended in the number 51. Vim time left is the in-flight. Yes, this is the current counter. And the way it works in the actual code is there's a spin loop here that runs every 5 seconds. and does all of the state cleanup. So basically checks if there's time left and then sets the symlink based on whether it was supposed to be set or not. So like if I change the symlink, I can get it to actually print in the I think this works. I think if I do this, the bot should reply within 5 seconds to disable it. Yeah, so you can see it did Vim no more. And that's just this state loop doing here. But you can trick it a little bit. How do you act them when done? It just auto does it based on this state normalization thing here. Texas PB! Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. He knew we'd troll, yeah, exactly. He added something new? I mean, this isn't really new. The disabling is new, though. All this just to be tortured by chat. Yeah, exactly. Ciao, Bahaya! Hello, hello. Good to see you, Ken. I'm actually out of water, so I'm going to go fill that up real quick. But I will be right back, and we will continue working on this. So I'll see you in a sec. All right, we are back. No, all of this is to learn the best editor Vim according to a small subset of people. Yeah. If I made to use Vim, I'd be thankful. No VIE, maybe not as much. Oh, yeah, fair. Armis says, I use NeoVim. I know there's a ton of features I don't use, and I could be faster with stuff I do use. Yeah, that makes sense. The unserver says, the chatbot's get history is kind of a story how the stream developed over time. I like looking at it. You can see when the new emotes were added. ADC Bongo, when Babby was developed, people kept saying, is this that Vim? Yeah, there's a lot of cool things just based on the get history of that repo. Short. Oh, I want one line, not short. Yeah. Oh, this has a lot of... Yeah, and you can see like when I got the blue fidget spinner thing. A number of times we've tried to fix the pep thing. Also when we started this way back when. This was a long time ago, wasn't it? $2019, so I streamed for only about 6 months before we created the bot. So that's kind of cool. One of the first things was the GNU meme. That's pretty funny. We added uptime. We added Dixord way back when. Yeah, it's kind of a cool history there. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we were fixing MyPy here. work around python/mypy11852. Wait, why are you... Didn't we do this up? Oh, we just cloned. We didn't install yet. Makes sense. Okay, so that'll fix that one. And the Russian one, yeah. I feel like... Was that added... Was this the day that that happened? Let's see. September 28th of 2019. Do I have a VOD for that? I'm pretty sure I do. Natural Killer 20, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh yeah, I totally have VODs for that. November. Yeah, I don't have VODs. Oh, that's July. What day is it? The 28th of September? October? That one's edited. Why did I bother editing? This is the... Oh, this is when we streamed in 720p. So we got follow about it, or like super follow about it this day. When did it happen though? Oh, we were working on Babby then. That's cool. We were actually debugging using VS Code. That's crazy. Huh. This is still broken. Huh. I don't know, man. But apparently that was the day. I'm one of the mega chads that made their Twitch bot long before they started streaming. Nice, nice. Homeland hasn't been used in a while. It's true, it's true. Ulstrom says, it's fun doing some research on Vim features every now and then and discovering a thing that makes you marginally more productive. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Why is there a video? Is this from an alt stream? Yeah. There was this like follow bot where they like followed like several thousand times and then they were all spamming the chat with this message, which is roughly translated to "We will protect our homeland." It's an old stream meme. If you write Babby inside Babby, is it self-hosted? So 5G technician, I do actually work on Babby using Babby, and I'm very careful to not break it. So that's why I have two versions of it. So when I'm working on Babby in here, Babby will refer to the one that I'm editing, and Nano will refer to the stable version. So that is definitely a thing that I worry about. I got so used to the 2004 UI, I totally forgot how it worked. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was totally different then. You got spammed by Russian sex bots. I don't know if they were sex bots. But yeah. What does Vim alias to? Nothing. Not aliased. So technically it isn't always better to inline stuff since you won't make more function calls and keep the call stack small. Not always, Crow. Because what? Well, some cases it's impossible to inline because you need to call outside of your compilation unit. Like you need to call into a third-party library, so you need to make function calls there. But yes, if technically inlining will usually make stuff faster, but you'll trade off binary size for some tiny amount of speed. Usually the amount of speed doesn't really matter. Tail recursion with many iterations greater than inlining. So I would kind of argue that tail recursion is like a specialized form of inlining. but only in languages that actually support tail call recursion. Python is not one. Talking about your old videos, do you still use Paint? Of course. That's why I've got that's why we've got the A2EZ Paint emote. And that's why I post my paint drawings on Twitter whenever they happen. You can see all, I mean, some of these have like no context to them. Like this one is from AOC, the cube split one. This one is also from the cube split one, but before I understood what I was doing. This is from, has this video come out yet? I think it has yet. No, it'll be out next week. This is from a fast forward merge video that I just haven't released yet. This is point rotation, also for Advent of Code. The NDI memes. This was an Advent of Code problem from 2017. This is more rotation. Apparently I do rotation a lot. Oh, this was rotation around an axis. This is even more tricky. This is from the JNDI video, more from the JNDI video. This one is from the spiral problem. Man, this was a tough problem. AOC, anyway, yeah, there's I still paint. We paint a lot. Isn't no context the point? Yeah, it is kind of the point. Hanlock, hello, welcome. Wimax says, also code caching is a thing that can be faster at the function call cost. That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that. And what Wimax is talking about here is, in order to run code, it has to be in memory. And if you have a large enough binary, you know, the locality of reference for the actual code parts may actually be a problem. Because you would have to, you know, if your function was too big, you'd have to page in and out various chunks of it. That seems pretty unlike, I guess some binaries are large, but for small bits of code, it's not gonna make a difference. Is it AMA? I mean, that's kind of that's what Twitch is about, right? I work on stuff, you guys talk in chat, I read chat, respond to chat. Yeah, I mean, it's essentially AMA. Right, let's fix this other repo. Get code that, yes. Oh, GitHub. Is GitHub still slow? Alright, what is this one mad about? Technically, I guess he answers questions from stream a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Unless I'm in like super focus mode. Space Garden to train. No, guard. Oh, Space Guard Entertain. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, is this finally fixed? Line 25. Oh shit. Wait, why is it fixed here? But not in the chatbot. Why do you have the right type, but the chatbot does not? But this is exactly the same code, and this was actually in a video recently too. Yeah, because this is exactly the same code with the exact same type ignore. Oh, is it because this is supposed to be list stir? I bet it's because this is supposed to be list stir. I bet this works now. Oh, exactly 80 characters. I bet it's because that annotation is wrong. It's actually list stir, not stir. Not to trash out the code streams, but some of them do not give a fuck about chat. Yeah, admittedly, those are not. I don't like watching those. Oh, this is nice. Fix path. Type ignore. Means I gotta find all the other ones as well. So I know I do this in other repositories as well. Fortunately, it's really easy to do that. do repos. Let's actually update those because I'm pretty sure not all those are. Alex says, I have a question. I've been programming in JavaScript for some time, and for 6 months at work professionally. I feel like I've stopped growing for some time, and I don't know which way to go. So my advice for getting better at programming in general is to find projects that you want to do personally and build those. And then as a side effect of building, you'll tend to learn what you're working on at the same time. And that's how I tend to get better at stuff, is just by building. Ormus says, how strict are you with the 80 characters? Occasionally I'll go over and I will no QA E501, but generally I stick to it. Space Guard Entertainment says, dude, how old are you? How old do you think I am, Space Guard? I will answer your question honestly if you give me a guess first. It's only fair. Wait, why does this one? Oh yeah, one is still there. I'm familiar with JS syntax fully. Yeah, but you can always learn more stuff, right? Chat, you're ruining his guesses. Just let him guess. You're influencing the results here. I do like Nurm's guess. 40. All right, Nurm. Okay, so I know this one has the same bug. Oh, this is almost exactly the same code. Wait, why is this one 81 characters, but the other one is 80 characters? What changed there? What's different there? Oh, because you have an underscore. Yes, indeed. All right. We have a guess. Let's see. Yurm says 40. DL says he's pi years old. Crow says 28. Qualsy says 28. The other server says Flickate complaints when it's greater than 80. Tend to no QA E501. Links, contents, if I break them out. Yeah, that's about what I do. IMAX says 26. XSPB says 27. Qualsy says, and they approves the point that men do age like fine wine. Conalex says at least 6. Space Guard says 26. I'm 19 from Russia, but I see your skills. They're great. I'm 30. I'm fucking 30. They're all wrong. Little Pet says, can you raid me? I'm streaming, buddy. No? Are you even streaming? I even look at your file. Yeah, you're even streaming. You are streaming. What the fuck are you streaming? Are you playing Overwatch? And you have followers only chat? What? No? Why does Python get 0.2 times 0.4 wrong? Ah. Here's that link. This is one of my favorite links ever. I love sending this to people. Your language isn't broken, it's doing floating point math. It's 0.3000004.com. Wait, where's the list of all the languages? Wait, did they get rid of the... Oh no, it's down here. I just need to scroll down. I'm done. But yeah, it's because imprecise measurements of stuff. But you can use decimal, and then you'll get the right value. Aw. Is that not... Did I not put decimal in the title? The fuck did I title that video? Ah! When you have so many videos that you can't even search them properly. Episode 265, which is floats are broken. Oh, D-Nels got it. Yeah, D-Nels got it. But yeah. Set up two-factor authentication only supports text. I mean, text is better than nothing. But how long have you been programming? I started when I was about 10-ish years old, so about 20 years. Let's say Vim color column at 80, so it'll annoy me if I go over that. That's fair, that's fair. Space Guard says, please advise me for my future how to be hard like you. I mean, I assume you mean good like me, or experienced. Admittedly, it's just, I just like what I do. I build a lot of projects and I learn along the way. It's, you know, practice, practice, practice in a way. Anthony was there when the first line was on. Hey, now I'm not that fucking old. How much time I must spend coding? As much as you want to put in. Like, I can't really give like a specific number there. Like, it's whatever you really need to be able to get your job done. But, count is less than 7 days old. I think it was a bot/troll. Well, then we will just ban them. Where is he? Oh wait, they commented a few times. I don't know, we'll leave them, whatever. Okay. Is there a way to contribute to the launchpad? Their sorting in is annoying after Python 3.10. Oh, after 3.10 it's 3.2. Warehouse/PyPI fix this. Yeah, didn't I fix this in Warehouse? I feel like I fixed this in Warehouse. I'm pretty sure I fixed this. Or maybe I fixed it in an old PyPI. Oh, wait, why did I close this? Oh, because they were like, nah, no thanks. All right. Oh, okay. I didn't fix this. I just complained about it. Who implemented this? Oh, he implemented this. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I gave him sample code. Yeah, here's the sample code. Did they use the same solution or did they actually do a version sort? It's a test. Yeah, they did an actual version sort. Anyway, they fixed it because I complained. 5G Technician says, have you ever tried using static typing in Python is comparable to TypeScript? I'm laughing because that's literally what we're doing right now. We are literally adjusting static typing. But yes, I'm a big fan of static typing in Python. It's similar to TypeScript. I think it's not as mature, but it is certainly similar. Yeah. I use MyPy to do mine particularly. He's been programming since Zoomers existed. Oh no. Oh no. Where's the GitHub article? Oh. Yeah, the ReamD one? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's 0 pad, yeah. Unfortunately, we can't go back and fix things at this point. Wistridator, welcome back. Has anyone used PyTTS X3 speech generation library? I'm running into troubles accessing libespeak.so. You probably have to have this installed. I'm guessing it's using C types. PyTTS X3 PyPI. Hasn't been released in a year, so that's a little concern. How does it work? How does it work? How does it work? Probably C types. C types? I'm guessing C types. I don't know why GitHub has not loaded this page yet. 6.py. Oh, concern. Engine? Weakref. Driver.driver. What the fuck? This is not the thing either. Drivers. eSpeak. Yep, C types, called it. Yeah, so it tries to find this binary. Or any of these binaries, so you just need to make sure that they're installed. This probably provides the binary you're looking for, libspeak ng1. Or this one of these two. Or you can just install the dev package and that'll probably pull everything in for you. Is Python 4 going to zero-pad minor versions? Probably not. L'Assault! Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And technically, zero-padded versions are not valid according to PEP 441. Is that the version one? PEP 441. Nope. 414. 440? What is the fucking, yeah, 440. So zero-padded versions aren't allowed based on the version regex here. Which is really annoying when something on PyPI uses them, because pip will just uninstall and reinstall the package over and over. The new programming project, making a programming language is hard, also Rust is hard, also life is hard. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have your GitHub commits in the frame? Are you talking about this? This here? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about my art. No, that's a bit of art. I generated that using I guess I'll link the I generated that using a bit of code that I wrote. So this is a way to just turn binaries into art, essentially. And so yeah, that's a version of this, but monochrome and using a inverse normal distribution, random normal variant distribution. But yeah, that's how I did that. The library is installed. Also, the name of the library seems to be correct in the package's source code, but it still doesn't work. Let's try installing. I mean, you're on Arch, so you're gonna have a little bit of a different situation. Sure, install the things. User lib x64 lib eSpeak. We have lib and eSpeak ng.so.1. That's different than the other one. What's the difference between that package and this? Wait, I already have lib eSpeak. Why do I have this installed? Oh, I probably want this package. Yeah, that'll pull in lib espeak.so.1. Just real quick. ITTS-X3, is that what it was called? Oh, I ate all my commands. ITTS-X3. Double check what that was called. I think that's right. What is the model called? ITTS-X3. Oh, I'm not in the virtual env. That worked. Yeah, that seemed to have worked. Actually, I don't know that that actually imported it. Oh, we need to call load Linux thing. Oh, it ran this. Okay, yeah, so it worked. So it sounds like Arch problems. Which GLHF. That's what you get when you sign up for Arch. Maybe try and investigate with LDD, perhaps. Is an inverse normal distribution just a weird distribution? Basically, what it looks like is I have basically an intensity between 0 and 100. And I generate a normal distribution. Look like shit. I have a normal curve, right? Rotate. Flip. Transparent. Oh, that actually turned out so good. Look at how close I was to being like exactly on there. Yeah, so I generate a normal curve that looks something like this. And then I subtract I do 1 minus the top to change the frequency. So instead of being this value here, I instead get this value here. So that's basically I flip that, and that's how I do my computation. I multiply the value by whatever it is to get a curve that looks like the blue curve but flipped. That way it's more likely to get darks and more likely to get high colors and less likely to get mud in the middle. That's how I ended up with that. Do you like Python because you like to break the rules? I mean, I don't particularly like Python. It works out all right. Have you ever tried out C#? I really like C#. YT, no pancake. I really do like C#. I have not gotten the chance to write it in a long time. But back in like 2009, 2010, I did that all the time. That was C# was my jam back in the day. Okay. As is convention, we must put this onto the Twitter. YT, no pancake. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are doing well. In here. I'm realizing now that we have not gotten any of the things done that I want to get done today. But hopefully we can get them done at some point. Paste. 20 plus, what the fuck happened? Is this the right account? Yeah. Why do I have 20 plus here? Oh, lots of licks and logins and retweets. Got it. Okay, cool. Anyway, there we go. It checks for the NG version of the source code as well. It's weird. Also, it imports the library fine for me, but throws an error when trying to initialize the engine. Uh-oh. Might just be that it's too old, because the library hasn't seen a release in almost 2 years, or a year and a half. So I don't really know. XX80 says, how do I start coding? I watched a few videos and follow along, but everything seems to be going so fast. Well, here's my advice for getting started with programming. Maybe check that out and see what you like from there. Do you prefer Unity or Unreal? I have not done anything useful in Unity or Unreal. So I don't have a preference there. Who needs Matplotlib when you have Paint? Yeah. I was just making a joke originally, though. Also, that's pretty. Yeah, I did well. You should make an NFT out of beautiful paint hand-drawn curve. I like that. I think you're stuck with Python because you're so deep into it? No, I could do whatever I want in whatever language I want. I just happen to do stuff in Python today. That's the way things go. Okay, don't know what to do about ESP. Alright, what was I doing? I was... fixing these things, right. Fix path type annotation. I should have just done all repos manual for this, but this will do. Gotta do that one. I think I fixed this one already. Oops. Why am I type complete? No. Of course not. I don't do Python, but I like watching your videos anyway, since there's so much to gain from them. Yeah, well, not all of them are about Python, so there's often stuff you can get out of them. Like today's video had nothing to do with Python. I think this is namespace packages. Yeah, we already fixed that one. This one will need fixing though. Ontavious, how are you doing? Thank you for the resub. At 12 months, holy shit, that gets you a fancy new badge. Good to see you again. Welcome back. This annotation is wrong. And if we do this. Cool. Ontavious, thank you for the gift subs as well. Welcome to Subdom, Universe Squared, Christensen, Lizer J, Ymax, and Obliviate Charm. Thank you for the gift subs, Octavius. Appreciate that. Hopefully you're having a good day. Alrighty. I wonder where the PyTest one is. Probably not something that needs fixing. Cool. We'll let those run. And then what was I doing? Oh, I was fixing this. Need annotation for do map. I bet this is the same bug as the pre-commit thing. Yep. Yep, sure as shit. Here's the same, here's our mapper. Grab that link. This one. Nice. Cool. Fix mypy errors and work around python/mypy 12852. 11852. Cool. Alright, so now we should have 4 PRs to merge. This one, and that one should finish soon. 2. Not quite done yet. 3 and 4. Okay, cool. So now we can do the thing that I actually wanted to do, which is to fix these dead letters. So we go here, send and receive. Nope, not send. We want pull. They keep. They move the button. This button used to be up here, and now it's down here. Old man yells at cloud. Okay. Evil Cathedral. That's a funny name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Your configuration specifies to merge the ref that, but no ref was found. Yeah. Because I have a branch checked out. After what, 70 minutes, finally getting the dead letter queue? When did we start? Yeah, 70 minutes. That's actually not bad. Alright, pre-commit. Let's actually break a point in the right spot. Handler. pdb.postmortem, so it drops us in the right spot, and then raise so that we are done. Pre-commit CI F. No. AWS. AWS profile equals prod. This is my sneaky way to run prod on my local machine. Lucid Dream Machine. Lucid Dream Machine. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we should be able to do fp.read here. Okay, cool. That is actually reasonable. Actually doable. Where are we? When we retrieve the repository, it errors. Interesting. Usually we already have, yeah, we have another thing for this as well. Now I feel like I should get a more specific error for this. But I am going to put this into a little thing so that I don't lose it. Okay. We can do this. If e.code is 451, return MCA'd. Well, if e.code is 403 and do we do JSON somewhere else in here? Oh yeah, we do right here. Oh, I want to do this. kind of want to do the same thing. Let's return false. Error JSON load e.p. And what do we have in our t.text? I just do this. This is probably a unique enough message. If error JSON message equal to repository x copy. Don't want to make a typo. Maybe we should oh, interesting. You can see exactly when the TOS thing was raised. That feels like a leak of information. Why are they telling us this? Question mark? XP return none. TOS. We'll make a test for that. Okay, that should do. Why do we even retrieve the repo? Oh, to check whether it's archived or not. Could probably save one lookup. Oh, we have two things called repo. Repo. Oh, use it to get the default branch. That makes sense. I actually want to fix this because there's still a chance that it gets renamed between this call and the call below. I want to fix that as well. Maybe we'll do that after this. Test, handler test. Known skip repo error. Test is not repo skip error code body. Oh, just want a few examples here. Row 4. And we got 403, but with some other message. Related or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't matter as long as it's different. Code hp.hp status. That phrase, interesting. An empty email message for the headers and IO.bytes.io body. Insert known. Skip repo error. Error is none. Lib. This typo there, Anthony. GG on that. Now I gotta do the positive cases. Camille Kulik, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. This is kind of a shitty name. Can't think of a better one. So that's what we're sticking with. Wish I knew what the actual body was of this. I could watch an old VOD and figure it out, but really matters. Really quiet. Interesting. Mark.parameterize code body expected. So we have 451 inspired by good old Fahrenheit 451. This should be DMCA'd. And then we have the 403 with that JSON body that we had. This line is going to be way too long. And this is TOS. TOS blocked. Said, I guess that is fair. Cool, so those should keep those auto update dead letter. Let's try running that again and see that we get that. Cool. Nice, nice. Fan that. Skip TOS blocks. Skip auto updating repositories where TOS blocked. Yeah, chat, you're all quiet. What's up with that? What is up with that? Pablo Eco. It has indeed. Thank you for the resub at 5 months. Thank you for your continued support. It's good to see you again. I'm playing League of Legends with stream in the back. Fun. Martin says, what keyboard are you using? If you do bang keyboard, you can look at that. Stunned by the amount of work getting done. Yeah. Right? We're actually productive today. What a wild concept. That never happens. That never happens. Okay. Watch this. Create this. Watch this. Do this. And this one I can't merge. Chris has to merge this one. It's done. Cool. Also, what the other server says, don't want to disturb your flow. I mean, that's kind of the point of stream. Fine if y'all disturb the flow, so to speak. That's completely chill with me. I was back to work today. It was the only one in the office. Nice and quiet. Nice. I also worked today. There were 3 people on my team working. One of them shouldn't have been working because they had PTO scheduled for today. But not too many people in the office. So, well, I didn't go into an office. My my living room. But cool. We'll pass the test now, so we'll merge this, and that'll auto deploy to our development environment, and then I can deploy that to prod. Do I have a YouTube comment? I do have a YouTube comment. What is the YouTube comment? What do we have on the YouTubes today? Today's video did really well. I'm pretty happy with that. Comments. Be sent that FGBG jobs process management in a queue. Is it a queue though? I feel like it's a stack. Wait, LIFO is stack, right? I'm losing my mind. Last in, first out. Produced most recently are recorded as sold first. Yeah, it's a stack. I know what they mean. I know what they mean. A stack. Like, I know what you mean. You know, the stack type of queue. I know pings today on my first day of on call. Yo, same. I also did not have any pings today, which knock on wood. We'll see what actually ends up happening the rest of the week. It was quiet, too quiet. No one asked any questions today either, which is also wild. One person had a build failure, but it was not my team's responsibility, so someone else managed that for me. Armin says, I'm only working 2 days this week because of bank holidays, but I can't do anything until my mentor is back for code review. Nice. Did you ever continue working on Dart? I did not. I still have the email in my inbox, but I have not. Yeah, I've not gone back and looked at that. Mostly because I don't have a. I haven't made my new VM, and I was gonna wait to make a new VM until I could show my buddy how to set up his. That way I had an excuse to do it with him at the same time. He's been busy, so we haven't been able to do that, and blah. But yeah. Heplico says, have you pre-committed to anything for New Year's? I'm probably gonna go over to my dad's house. And for New Year's Day, my mom's coming over and my brother's coming over, and I'm gonna make dinner. Fix Jake says, what kind of stuff do you normally end up with for on-call? So the way my team works is we kind of have 2 sets of responsibilities. One of those is, well, kind of three responsibilities. The first is we attend to a bunch of channels in Slack that are related to our teams. So we have one that's our team channel. We have like a Bazel channel, a Java channel, a Python channel, Scala channel, an IntelliJ channel, and a couple other related things. And so we respond to questions in all of those. And we also have a ticket queue because people can skip the Slack channels, which actually I prefer if they skip the Slack channels because the ticket queue is usually a little bit higher quality. They can send stuff to a ticket queue, which we respond to from there. So that's 2 of the responsibilities. And then the third responsibility is if the pager goes off. And usually the pager only goes off on my team if somebody is trying to deploy something and they're blocked for some reason, which usually they page and it's not urgent, so like we actually probably shouldn't hold a pager at all, because usually we just get pulled in for like, how do I Linux, or my Java build is broken, but like work around that usually. That's kind of what my on-call is. Sarb says, how do you type so fast? Well, admittedly I cheat. I only really use these fingers to type. But you know, decades of using a keyboard, I've just gotten faster and faster. Only 4 months until 2204. Yeah, that is probably when I will rebuild my VM if I don't do a tutorial sooner than that. But yeah, we will definitely be rebuilding in April. And whether or not whether or not I do the tutorial, we'll be rebuilding in April. Wormus says, I set up a new Pop! OS VM, but I want to spend time, play around, and set up the way I want eventually. Nice. What about a New Year's case? No. Sadly not happening this year. Just the way things go, though. My plans are just to watch the Doctor Who special. Ooh, I want to do the Doctor Who special. I haven't caught up with the episodes this year though yet. Doctor Who 2005 Wikipedia. This did not send me to the 2005 series. This is the page that I wanted. I have not watched. I'm pretty sure I watched this one. But I've not watched these episodes. Wait, 2022. Wait, there were episodes this year, weren't there? Am I losing my mind? Oh, this is specials. Duh. Yeah, I've not watched series 13. Yeah. So I have 6 episodes to watch. Well, 7 if you include the special. There is a special, right? Yeah. Yep. Yep. So I have 7 episodes that I have not watched yet, which will be fun. I was curious about the pager size. Tons of people on my team use PagerDuty because networks engineers, but I'm just an automation and tools person, so no use for me to have it. Yeah, exactly. How many times do you have to be on call? So there are 2 rotations that my team handle. Well, there's one rotation for my team, and then there's one rotation for my like group sub-org set of teams. And my team rotation is number of people divided by week, so it's currently once every 6 weeks, I think. The team rotation ends up being like once a year, which is kind of silly at that point because like no one can productively contribute to that because like it's like once a year, so you completely have no idea how to do it every time. Although oddly enough, I've been on that one twice already, despite the rotation being like 50 plus people. I think there was some like timey-wimey, fiddly, wibbly wobbly stuff that happened, and they reshuffled the schedule, and I ended up twice in quick succession. But that's the way things go. Hinging you emergency import TensorFlow's TF. A couple 100,000 lines later, or a couple 100 lines of code later. Stack over or TensorFlow.some adder name error. Yeah, this yeah would not surprise me. Soon will be my New Year's kiss. Will be especially sloppy. Nice. Flux. That's this year's. Yeah, I know. I just misread the page wrong. But yeah. Okay. Deploy prod. Cool. So that is done. And I have 2 emails to attend to. Do those real quick. Marco Garelli, my good friend, who has implemented yet another high upgrade fix. A very simple one. Double under file in Python 3.9 plus no longer needs to be abs-pathed. Just use file. Which, did that video come out? I feel like that was last week's video, was it not? Jodafar, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yes, that was last week. Cool. What's prune for pull? I actually don't need this anymore. But that video explains it, but I no longer need it, but it's muscle memory, so I still continue to type it because I have this setup here. The TLDR of it is prune removes dangling local references that no longer have remote branches. Would you make your Vim video, or if you do, will you mention your PC specs? My Vim video. I have a video about my PC specs. What is the title of that one? Is it this one? No. Computer? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that second video talks about my computer specs. Jennifer says, what are you doing? I'm fairly new to Python. Can you explain it? I am right now just reviewing some open source stuff and also working on pre-commit.ci. Kind of doing a bunch of various stuff. Mostly just maintenance of projects that I work on. Pipe Grade is a gem. Love it. Thank you so much for it. Also, so many great contributions from Marco. Yeah, Marco's been really great about contributing to it. I'm really impressed with what they're doing there. Not Vim, VR. Do you mean VM? Oh, VM. Yeah, I go over that in this video. So I talk about the stats that I use there as well. I confuse Oracle VM with Vim somehow. Oh no. Undercosta says, "What is it? When is a local branch considered dangling?" So you can see I have these two branches here, and if I do git branch -r, well, you can actually see one of them happened here. So if you do git branch -r, you can see there's a bunch of branches here. Actually, let me just set it up with the individual repo. Click on this repo. I'm going to test branch plus ignore. Make an empty commit, push that branch up. So if you do get branch -r right now, you can see there's this test branch plus ignore. If I were to clone this again in another repo to ast pretty2, and then delete that remote branch, get branch -r, get push origin test branch please ignore. So I've deleted that remote branch, and if I do git branch -r right now, you can see that it's not listed here. But if we go to this repo and do git branch -r, it is listed here, and that's because I have not done a pruning fetch yet. So Git still kind of hangs on to this branch name until you do a fetch with a prune. Now, if I just do a normal fetch, I can just do git -c fetch prune equals false. If I just do a normal fetch, you'll see that it didn't actually update or delete anything here. That branch is still listed here. Oops, -r. You can see this is still here. If I fetch with pruning, that deleted remote branch reference will get cleaned up. So that's what prune does. El Chinti says, "Does your bot run locally or is it in the cloud?" It is directly locally on in my terminal right here. So it is only running while I stream. And part of the reason for that is it does some, it modifies some state on my machine, like when people do Vim bits. Oh, which I should have turned on. I'll turn it back on when we write the next chunk of code. Remind me when I'm about to write the next chunk of code, and then I'll turn it back on. Because I owe DDELSP some Vim bits. And Walker codes as well. So you're saying drink prune juice? Not quite. But yeah, I go over this in a little bit more detail in that video. So if you watch the video, you should clarify all of those points. There might even be a fun little drawing in there. I don't remember. That video is a real old one. Okay, we no longer need you. Nor you. Right. Nor you. And we can clean up all of these as well. Cool. Okay, let's review this patch. Making water instead? Yeah. This video is what I needed. Perfect. Well, glad that helped you out there. Okay, remove apps file to file in Pipe39. That looks good. Oh, this is slightly off. There'd be a little white space before these. We can good code change like a ghost, probably. Remind me to come back to that. Add OS.path to from imports, cool. There's probably a little edge case here with from OS import path, but it's probably not worth doing. If greater than or equal to 3.9 and apps path or os.path that apps path, then and it's one arg, And it's a name and its file. Okay, that all seems good. Remove abs path. Let's see what we do for the other one. The bot needs a reminder plugin. Yeah, I don't know how it would work though. I know how that would work. How does this do this? This skips if there's new lines in the token. Why does it do that? And should this do it as well? While I less than equal to print start, so delete all the tokens up until the owner file or afterward. I wonder why this is here. Oh, we can look at the test suite and figure out why. Reminder in 10 minutes, drink prune juice. Oh, I guess I can turn it on right now since we're doing code. Enable Vim. Ah, now I'm forced to use Vim. Okay. Oh. Because it could be a multi-line literal. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's the only failure. Okay. So that does not apply to that does not apply to file check. There's no strings, there's no implicit concatenation. Okay, so fine. See, it works, yeah. Says no longer using the split keyboard. It's right here. We just switched because somebody redeemed the channel points. Okay, that seems fine. And then just check the tests. Path versus abs path. Cool. Chill. That's not file, not Python Kubernetes. Cool. Great. Oh, we were gonna good code change that goes first. Marco. Oh, really? Abs path file. Oh, right, shit. We're in Vim. Just a little code change like Ghost. J6 channel, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Teeny tiny diffig. And approved. We get a kitty cat. We got the pupper. We got the pupper. It's the backslash after git commit. I'm not sure I know what you mean. Where, which command? What did I run? In your follow message. Oh, it's just a line escape. So it can span multiple lines. Because there's very limited horizontal space. Henry, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's just a line continuation. Because otherwise it otherwise it would have to be really wide. But yeah, it's just a way. I just replayed that one just so I could see what it looked like, so it could fit on a different line. What are you coding? Right now we are reviewing some code from a contributor to one of my open source tools called autoupdate, which is a tool which takes a new in a second. Well, it is a piece of code, a code formatter, which improves syntax automatically for you. Still not super sold on these diffs. I feel like they're harder to read than the old code was. It's fine. But yeah, autoupdate is a code formatter, and the feature that's being added today is rewriting abs path of file to just double-inner file, which is a neat little Python 3.9 only thing. What are you? Oh, I already answered that one. User says, how do you handle matching parens in autoupdate? I just found find token calls, but how do you make sure it's the right matching one? I tried this, but it's overcomplicated. Chanakan, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, it's tricky. There are some states where it is correct and some states where it's not. This is actually pretty similar to what autoupdate does. And Henry, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, I do a similar thing here. This is a little bit more complicated. This one's parsing commas. Yeah, this is for comprehensions. But I also do it in here a different way. Here's this one different. Find empty literal. Why is this specialized for set, not for? Did dictionaries have the same thing? Maybe not. Shrugs. Henry, thank you for the 14 bits. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Frog Whip, hello, hello. How you doing? Good to see you again. Sir Coding Bethan? Yes, yes. Veggie Pizza, welcome to the stream. No, this is Patrick. Pang says, I accidentally discovered Git what changed. Is that a thing? Or is this a plugin? Oh, it is a thing. Shows logs with difference each commit introduces. Is this just get log-p? Oh. This is get log with name only and more stuff in it. With numstats? Wait. Name status maybe? Close. Something like that. Raw numstat, short stat, dir stat. Maybe it's dir stat? Summary? Maybe it's summary? No. Dir stat? Anyway. Yeah, it's very similar to get log dash name only. So Zap, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. The answer says it feels kind of that I'm wasting the parts I calculated since I basically all the nested matching pairs but then only take the outermost ones. Works, but shrugs. Yeah, you still need to calculate. Yeah, you need to calculate all the inner ones. Still, you don't have to store them though. You can just keep track of depth as an integer, and then when depth goes to 0, you know you have the extra one. But it works either way. Henry, thank you for the bits again. Kitlock seems to have a million flags at TOS. Welcome to the stream, Virtual HD Gaming. Hello, hello. This is good to go. Merge that. Lego Mapogger. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Sure, we'll trigger another auto update next week. Why not? .29.1 name. We got 30 because it's a feature. Can we put a V in front of it? Oh. Thought I skipped a step. Did I skip a step? Boop. Then there's get checkout, which does a million things. Yeah. Get checkout is a mess. Do you know other programming languages other than Python? Oh, do you want the list? The ones that I would say I was really good at one point in time. After I say hi to Arsonist Hawk, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The ones that I would say I was really good at one point in time. PHP 3. C#, right around 3.5. That was about when I stopped. .NET 3.5. C++, C, Python, Go, JavaScript. Although most of my JavaScript was like 2010 era JavaScript. SAS, CSS, SQL. You can count those. So those are the ones that I would say I was really good at. I have also done a bit of Dart, I've done a bit of Rust, I've done a bit of Perl, I've done a bit of C Shell, I've done a bit of Ruby. I've done some, I've done Java and Kotlin. Forgot to mention those. Let's see, what else did I do during AOC? We were talking about these. I mean, Bash, yeah. Hints code. I've done a tiny bit of Nim outside of this. Hey, thank you, Henry. Appreciate that. Oh god, PowerShell. Oh, I've done some Objective-C and some Swift. I did a mobile app at one point. Crystal's fun. Done a bit of Crystal. Anyway, that's some of them. I don't use checkout as often as I use git log. Oh, do you use the new like git switch and the new commands? I don't actually know the new commands because I'm still, checkout is still wired into my brain. Will you ever code in Rockstar? Rockstar is one of those meme languages, right? So it doesn't like become Python. Yeah. Build. Also int code. If you want to count int code. Int code, is it Fizbo's int code? Fizbo's int code. This is a int code is a here's int code. This code here with the proper int code interpreter produces this output. Complete with proper comma separation. It even doesn't do an extra comma at the end. Real fancy. This is basically the code that I translated into Encode. So I wrote a very crappy div mod that uses addition in a loop instead of actual division. This is my number printer. So it prints a number 1 digit at a time. And then this is my isbuzz, but using those functions. And then I translated this manually into encode assembly, which you can see here. This is when it was annotated, and then we removed the annotations for the final version. But I didn't actually use the calling construct of encode. I just had a bunch of globals and did them that way, which was a little bit easier than actually figuring out the calling construct. Ruby, yeah. Henry says, have a good rest of the evening. Have to go. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you again for the bits, and I'll see you around in the future. I use checkout, not switch, but I don't work with branches that often. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That is completely fair. Okay, so this is done. What did I want to do next? Oh, right, I gotta... A203 false positive in list slices. God, I fucking love pre-commit.ci. It's so good. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Oh my god, what the fuck? Holy shit. This is gonna be so slow. It's gonna be so slow. This is like the full thing of tokens, I think? Let's see. Pretty sure tokens is the full tokens. Wait, let's pause. 3-1 equals pause. The string position. Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be real slow. What am I doing? I wanted to run it on chunk of code, but I want to check out their branch. Encode is a type of assembly? Yeah, it was invented by Eric as part of advent of code. Where does this rebuild live now? PSF Black? That'll be a nice, large, chunky Python code base with Black style slices. Yeah, Encode was fun. I enjoyed working with Encode. Holy shit, we are not doing a full clone. Why does it have so much history? Good branch. Let's exclude profiling. Wait, this is a regression. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When was this done? Here. Merge conflicts. How this works? Nirma sending out. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Have a good one. Yep. Looks like this regressed as part of shoes. Do you ever just range at your PC because something's not working as you believe it should? Sometimes I scratch my head and I go, what the fuck is this shit? I don't think I rage. Veggie Pizza! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. What was I doing before I got distracted? Right, this. E. Doesn't even work. Why does it work here but not in the bigger file? Trying this out, it doesn't appear to work. Really consider Black's code base. I expected it to be faster. I expect this tokens logic to be really slow. What is tokens though? Maybe that's the thing? Tokens. Tokens the full source code, or is it just the tokens of the line? Might just be the tokens of the line. Oh, we didn't want to grab that. Nope, nope. Oh god. Yeah, this is just the particular line. Wild. Why is this an error? This is an error because there's two spaces there. Why is this an error? Agree with this, agree with that. That one's subtle. This one. Why would they write it like this? Doesn't work anyway, so there's no reason to reviewing it. I used to rage, then I realized it made solving the problem harder, so now I just take a step back and scratch my head. Yeah, or just grab a beer. That's the easiest fix, right? Like saying what the fuck is this shit is good rage for someone with your tranquility? I mean, I don't know. Head pipe to tail is a nice way of slicing. Why did I not know this? Yeah, it's a neat little trick, isn't it? I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. Print nth line of file bash. Bash to look at the nth line from a file. It's gonna be head tail. Head pipe with tail would be slow for huge file. I suggest using sed. Q semicolon D. What does the Q do? Some Q will quit immediately after the number. D will delete the line instead of printing it. Not sure I understand this, but so we do this. Oops. Sed 653 QD. Black. Source black. Trans. Oh. Must be in quotes, because otherwise it's trying to run a command called D. Okay, that's cool. I guess that's better. These are also said. So why is this better than the other one? I guess because Q quits early. Cool. Well, I'll probably continue using headtail because that works well enough. Youthman Heretic, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But if I need to put it in a script, I'll probably use the said variant. But when performance doesn't matter, I'm just gonna use headtail. You're right. I never find the solution when I'm tilted. Yeah. There's sometimes when I'm looking at code and just can't get past the logic error, it leaves me scratching my head and I get frustrated for sure. Yeah, it happens. Line 75 error because there's a space between two empty colons. Yeah, the thing is, I feel like that should be okay according to the rules. I don't know, the rules fucking change all the time, so I don't really know what they're supposed to be. Yeah, like at least this and wrong. At least this and wrong. I don't know why. Seems inconsistent to me. Because there's a special case. This is all just so fucking arbitrary. That's just so arbitrary. Wait, I thought we did these already. Oh, I forgot to purge them. Right. We have fixed the terms of service case. And I reviewed that patch. And useless pony, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Good to see you again. My favorite part of Pep 8 is where it tells you not to blindly follow Pep 8. Yeah. I mean, Pep 8 is not internally consistent, so it's impossible to actually follow it, and it changes so often that it's also impossible to follow. And then people go on fucking holy wars about it too. Like this whole E203 thing. People would not care if Black didn't format it in that particular way. And Black has a particular set of formatting based on an interpretation of Pep 8 at a very particular set of time. It's fine. It does what it does. I've never read it that in depth. I just know what the basic rules are to follow and then leave the rest to placate. Yeah. Who's Black? Black is a code formatter. These fun. These code formatter. Holy shit. GitHub, what is going on? All the tests are broken. Awesome. Oh, it's the primer run? I don't even know what that means. Huh. This for SQL Alchemy? But holy shit. Rendering this giant diff is so slow. Don't care. But anyway, this is Black. It's a code formatter. It's code base that Anthony's going through now. No. Yeah, I was just running because I knew Black violated the rule in the particular way, and so it was an easy fix. We might try and fix the regression that I just found. Probably worth doing. Yes. 714? No. Yeah, it's this one. That's enough to trigger it. We broke stuff. That means we're making progress, right? And just progress in the wrong direction. Hey, what's up, Python 390? Hello, hello. New keyboard? No, this is just the old keyboard. But we swapped. Relative imports? Yeah, I fucking hate relative imports. I just copied the example right above it. Airtight regex. It's always a regex bug, isn't it? This needs a word boundary. Pretty easy fix. Regex bug? Yeah. Regex bug for E721. Is it 721? I don't know. It's 721. E721. Nice. Holy shit, it's impressive that you can debug regex like that. Yeah, I have a lot of experience with regex, and you can get just as good as regex as I am. If you check out my, is that not what it's called? All right, I have a bookmark here. Oh, it's regular expression spelled out. Here's the basics of regex, which honestly, I think it's like a 25-minute video, and then you'll be almost as good at regex as I am. Just from a nice little quick video. $1048. But it sucks that this uses regular expressions. This could really be AST checks, which is this is part of the reason that I want to finish ALint. But I have not. Technically, I think there's a there's potentially a small bug here as well. Like this could be is nothing or something like that instead of is not. Like this is gonna flag stuff unintentionally, so we might end up reverting this whole change anyway, or disabling this lint rule by default because I feel like it's not good. Look at this regex. Did you continue working on your new linter? It's actually insane how many different projects you have going on at the same time. Yeah, I have not worked on the new linter since October. I'm kind of, I knew I would get to this point. I have this problem with projects where I get like just far enough where it shows promising results, and then I get to something that's like slightly tricky. I'm like, oh, different shiny thing, gonna work on that now. Or, I mean, admittedly, all of December was kind of a wash because of AOC, but didn't work on it in November either. I don't know. No, I don't know. I know the basics, but I never use it anyway. I'll certainly check out the video. Yeah, I mean, the video mostly just goes over the basics. Hey, what's up, Fire S? Hello, hello. He reaches part 2 of an AOC problem where the brute force method isn't good enough. Yeah. I mean, I finished AOC though, so not quite. That's not quite the same, but similar. I'm actually very surprised that I didn't type fixed regex but because I do that so often. I have like a really hard time typing the word bug. Doesn't even really make sense. I guess the G and the T are next to each other, but fixed regex but. Cool. Oh, this one's a big patch. I don't know if I want to review that right now. It's the Lua patch again. I think it's ready, but I basically want like a couple hours where I can sit down and actually try out the patch myself. I don't think I have enough time to do it right now. Hacker mode T-Mux debugging. Yeah, that one's a pretty good one. We all confuse words. Yeah, it happens. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to look at that might be easy to implement is this one, which is to reformat the pre-commit.ci PRs. This gets out of date. Question is what characters can I put in there that would make it work fine? Welcome back, OM. Can I put comments in here? Does that work fine? Can. So I might be able to fix the description based on that. Yeah, you do that. Hacker mode T-Mux debugging. Yeah, it's such a cool like kind of gimmicky video. I'll give you the TLDR of it. T-Mux. Control B. Oh, I don't use T-Mux all that often. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Okay, so now I have two panes. I can type in one and it runs in both of them. So you can. So let's say I wanted to debug something that was, oops, different in Python 3 and Python 2 for whatever reason. I used this a lot when I was upgrading Python. What do you mean? There we go. So like, you know, you can see like immediate differences here, like stir is bytes, for instance. And so basically I would hook up a debugger and step through code until it stepped to different branches. And it would be really easy to find like where the bug was just based on doing cool stuff like this. But yeah, that's what that video is about. Oops. God, what have I done? Mouse modes, it does weird stuff. But yeah, that's hacker mode tmux debugging. I didn't know about that tmux command. It's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Your profile picture and get those flowers don't look native. What do you mean by native? Native to Michigan? Native to photos. Well, here's the high res. Native to the US. This was taken in Portland at the Japanese flower garden, which is probably why they don't look native, because they're Japanese flowers. But you can see behind the scenes, completely different view of these profile photos that none of you have seen this before. Like, you can see me blinking, or me staring off into space like I'm some sort of supermodel, or me checking my phone with Jordan True and Juicebox Hero. Me looking sneaky in the back. Me looking a little bit fat. I've lost a little bit of weight since then. Me giving Jordan a hug. Isn't this one great? Like, do we have 2 frames of this one, or is this just 1 frame? Oh yeah, here's a better one. Anyway. There we go. There's the cute one. Juicebox Hero. And what else do we have here? Me staring at some pawns. Juice and True. Just me. That's it. That's all we got. Anyway, behind the scenes of the profile photo. Wasn't that a GitHub? No, this is in Portland. If you want to see the GitHub ones, it wasn't at GitHub HQ. It was at a local photo studio. These are from the GitHub one. Look, it's carpet. Carpet made it into the photo shoot. These are the GitHub ones. Anyway. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we were gonna try and do this updating thing. I'm back. Is tmux also available for C++? tmux is just a terminal multiplexer. Not really for a programming language. It just runs your shell. And you can have multiple tabs down here, and you know, keep state in each of the tabs. You can do. Oh, that's not what I want to do. No. What is horizontal split? This character? No. This is vertical split. Horizontal split. Does anyone remember what horizontal split is in tmux? It's this? Oh no, what have I done? No, it's definitely not that. Anyway, I don't use tmux very often, but Control B %? What's the other one then? This is Control B double quote? Yeah, there we go. Bagmod knows what's up. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. But anyway, I don't oh, but I do know this for resizing. But sometimes it glitches out. But anyway, I don't use tmux all that often. I do know how to use it. But yeah, it's not specific to a programming language. Anthony for president. I don't think I'm old enough, but also I don't think I would want to be president. My 3-year-old names are plushies too. Yeah. The photographer at the GitHub shoot was like, "Oh, that's cute. Your plushie has a name. My 3-year-old son names his plushies too." And I'm like, From keybound, I don't know the defaults. Sorry, yeah, this is the defaults. What's your plushie called? Let's see. This button. Here we go. This is Noodle up here. Carpet here. This is Zach. Not to be confused with his twin brother Zane. That's Bub the Sub. Is Ty. That is Leonard. And this is Reginald / Leopold. Yes, those are the Prushies. Yes, and 2 of the plushies are featured in the emotes. You got Noodle and you have Carpet. I like Leonard. Leonard's like kind of the reject. Juice really does not like Leonard. Leonard's kind of derpy. But yeah, Leonard was the least favorite, which is why I ended up with Leonard. Who were the other ones named? There was Zane. There was... Oh, what was the white kitty called? I don't remember what the white kitty was called. And then there was Rora. Who else? I feel like there were more than that. I don't even remember anymore. But there were a bunch of other plushies, but those are at Juice's house. Okay. Update handler. And we need to find... message. Okay, so we need to stick the wrappers around it. Still can't believe how quick you fixed the regex bug. I mean, I kind of knew what to look for. I had an idea on what the bug was. But yeah, I'm pretty good at what I do. Tuesday evening. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. You're off by 1 day. Do you change your name once a week? Or 6 times a week? 7 times a week? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. I need to fill my water. I'm going to do that real quick, and then we will see what I need to do to change this. So I will be right back, and I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Oh, you just changed your account. What was your name before Tuesday evening? Were you let me ask? No, you only have 13 messages. Was this keyboard broken before? Why is it not showing me all your messages? Oh, I don't know what your name was before. I don't know. Okay, so for this, we just need to make body equals body start /n. I have not made that mistake in a really long time. Body end. Maybe these should just include the new line. No, that's probably fine. So let's see what this does first. I don't think any test covers this. Probably just run the test suite. Okay. I need to log into my second account. Oh, this should have gotten an auto update today. Zudo says squeak squeak. Hi Zudo, how you doing? Get. Okay. Squeak. Yeah. Popular repos. What? Somebody star this. Who starred the empty repo? How do I even view them? Oh my god, no, I don't want to star that. Wait, can you no longer view stars? How do I view them? How do you view the star people anymore? It's in like the sidebar, but there's no sidebar. Can you tell I'm tired because I almost asked what an F string is? It's not as good as a French string. He's trying to surgically remove the noise from his new raccoon toy? Yeah. Yeah, Pupperos will do that. Okay, so we actually have one of these today, so I can just close this one and regenerate it. But I need to remember what the input looks like. Just run it with stuff until it errors. Install ID from here. Gotta wake up the Lambda. Go. Should I port the website to Rust? That way it is faster. Account name 2. The next one's gonna be repo ID. Repo ID. That one's tough. I get the repo ID. I think it's in the source code. Oops. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's check data attributes. That's usually a fun one to look for. Hey! Look what we found! I don't know if this is the right repo ID. This might just be the account ID. Might be right too. Repo demo. Oh, I think it worked. Oh, except we did not do our new little constants in here. Repo URL / stargazers? Your content's up to date. Wait. But how? Oh, the branch is up to date, so it didn't create the pull request. Wait. For you. Pretty or ignore. Ignore uses getIgnore syntax. Cool. This should also mention let's ignore quickly in case one wants to target that as well. I only get one. Okay, we need to delete that branch so that this can actually generate. Delete. Okay, so now this should create a PR with that text in it. Do you have a streaming schedule or is it random? Do I have a command for it? Do I have a command for it? Oh, is the bot dead? Oh no, it's just slow. I do have a streaming schedule. It's on the offline screen. Usually it's Monday evenings and Saturdays at noon. Although sometimes I will stream throughout the week. And I believe this Saturday I'm busy. Yes, I'm busy this Saturday. So we might not stream on Saturday. We'll see. We will see. But yeah. Why are we crying? Why are we crying? What happened? What did I do? But what? What? Okay, cool. Oh, there's an extra new line at the end. Hey, what's up, Keller Marku? Hello, hello. Oh, we've already got a new line here. Okay, so we don't need that extra new line. Actually, I'm going to inline this because we are going to want to only in the error case update the pull request. That's understandable, seeing as it's New Year's Day. Yeah, yeah. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Oh. Just crashed. Can you all still see me? My little monitoring thing crashed. Are y'all still there? Say hi in chat if you're there. Oh no, everyone's gone. Okay. I'm good? Alright, cool. So how do we get this to rerun? If I manually change this, I think it'll rerun. No, we left. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, so this is the case where the PR exists. pull request already exists. Oh, I wish it told me where it was. I wonder if I can get a pull request from the branch name. GitHub pull request from branch name. Can you have an empty raise like that? Yeah, this just re-raises the exception. It's the 0 argument raise. And the branches of a pull request. Now I have the opposite problem. I don't have that. I have the opposite. Does this use the search API? GitHub pulls API. The screen ties you tie in real life. How long do you have to use this keyboard? I have to use it any amount of time. Yeah, it's in an accept. The other server says gonna grab some food. See you later. Sounds good, sounds good. I actually should eat dinner at some point. Filter pulls by head user, head organization, and branch in the name format. So I can, in theory, find the pull request that already exists. I entirely ordered too much food for dinner. Looks like I got 3 meals out of one order. Oh, that happens to me all the time. For it to complete the channel point resumption, though, is there a specific amount of time? No. I basically just switch when people tell me to, or when I want to reorganize my desk. My desk is kind of a mess right now. Seems fine. Take out the kitty cat in the cup. Do you drink energy drinks or coffee? Neither. I do really poorly with caffeine. So I just don't. I used to be worse with caffeine. So I have ADHD, so I took Concerta, which is an upper, and Concerta plus caffeine equals a little teeny high, and then a real terrible crash. So I've just like never really had caffeine. I think I've had coffee like 2 or 3 times ever. What's up, CSAR66? Hello, hello. He gets his energy from duck type errors. Wait, what? Quack. What am I doing here? Right, that's a distraction. Okay, so in this case, we need to find the pull request which has a particular branch. Did I push this? State. So we need to find open, it's default, head. Head user or head organization and branch in the following format. Can I skip this? What if I just do branch name? Filters by the base branch, don't care about that. Don't care about sorting, we only ever expect to get one. I thought bongo was some sort of info command. No, it totally is. It's just a fun command. You're completely fine to bongo away. Is ADHD a problem to focus? Yeah, it's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Basically means that I'm easily distracted and often deal with motivation issues and yeah, mostly those things. I don't know. I try my best. Okay. It's a distraction here, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so we need to find the existing PR. And then its info. Martine, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. API get pull request, repo slug, branch. That, I guess. Our team says hello from Portugal. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Nice, useless pony. That's pretty good. Okay, API get pull request. Do we already have one of those? Maybe we already have one of those. Create. We have create. We do not have get. API get pull request. Repo stir branch stir access token stir, and this will return what do we actually want to return here. Can make a name tuple for this, just the fields that we want. Pull request with a named tuple, and we want ID, which will probably be int. We'll just do number, which is int, and we want body, which will be stir. That's all we need to do this properly. Pull request resp equals rec api.github.com repos repo git pulls method that defaults to get, I believe. Is this query parameters? Query parameters. Blah. Blah. Is there a urlib thing for that? Urlib request. We need a bang paint? Why? We need pipes? Oh, pipes are scary. Pipes get really real quick. Cesar says, question, wouldn't these syntax checks that the script is doing, or at least the website, what the website talks about, be done by the Python interpreter? Yes. But also no. Python interpreter just checks whether the syntax is valid, not whether the code's garbage. Like, the Python interpreter is completely okay with doing terrible things like Emma was not quite what I wanted. Alright. The Python interpreter allows complete garbage like this. Like, no one would ever write code like this. And so the linter helps you catch some basic things. Also, some code, you don't know whether it's broken until you run it. And so it allows you to catch things before runtime. Also, you can enforce like stylistic things or naming conventions or all sorts of other stuff that are just beyond the actual code parts. Okay, so I gotta stick it in the URL. That's fine. URL encode. Do we do this somewhere else? What else do we use URL parse? Oh, we do it right here. Quote. Do we only have one parameter? If we only have one parameter, then it's fine. Just do the same thing that we did here. Hoping this works. Otherwise, we gotta do some annoying other stuff. Headers equals AT headers. And we will break a point here. And then I think I have to undo the patch again. Yep. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Thank you for answering. Yeah, no problem. E equals right I for I in Hello World. Yeah. Okay. Does the clone push GitHub API get pull request repo equals repo slug branch equals branch access token equals token. What do you mean GitHub API is not defined? What? Oh, we're right here. Oh, I already put the call in. Duh. Resp dot. I'm concerned that this is going to show. Hang on a sec. Oh, looks like here's the response. I think I should go to bed before I give myself nightmares about bad code. Have a good one, useless pony. Good to see you. PPJ. Do I have PPJ here? No. Branch JSON.dumps resp.json indent equals 2. Stick this into a file so that I can just look at it without having to play around in the debugger. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is insane. $655 lines. I assume that has opened and closed? No, it defaults to just opened. Well, assuming this thing is correct. Assuming this thing is correct, that is all just one big pull request object. 2? Are ya fucking me? Why are there 2 in there? What? What the fuck? Oh, I bet I used the wrong query parameter. No? Did it just ignore this? See, I'm Griffing. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Sir. How are you doing on this fine day? This Monday? D-Mao, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Ryan K. Hawkins, hello, hello. Frankberg, how's it going? Mr. Sir, see him Griffing himself. Good to see you. Sokello, hello, hello. I'm good, just bug hunting. Ooh, what kind of bugs are you hunting for? I've got a handful of bugs. I've always got bugs. Bugs everywhere. But what sort of bugs are you hunting for? This number. 58, 56. We did find this one, but we also found this one. Okay. So my head filter is not working. I wonder if I have to have the org name. That would suck. It would suck. It just would be a little bit annoying. Do I spy GNOME Windows? You do. You also spy Windows. It is all an elaborate ruse. It's a sneaky computer. With PRs and a master, so maybe you have the wrong way to specify the branch? Maybe. Do I have head and base flipped? No, I think base is where it goes into. Account's name. Oh, I guess we can just get it from. We have to use this? We should really do it like this. That way that gets quoted too. Nested F strings. Gently, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. We did a refactor of how we do our DynamoDB keys. So fishing out of that stuff, or fixing some of that stuff broke in the process. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. I'm actually using Dynamo for this as well. It's pretty I don't know. It works well for what I need it for. Gentleman Jacks, hello, hello. Less interested in the Windows. Yeah, that's the usual response there. It's fair. I don't blame you. Reset the state again. Ugh. Fortunately, it's not too bad to keep resetting this state back and forth, but and actually I want to set this state as well. So we're trying to make the bot auto update the text in between these delimiters here. Because right now it just leaves it and it's not right. So that's what we're doing. That is what we are working on today. And we're pretty close. We just need to get the right GitHub API. Which we have been unable to do so far. Rest.json. Oh! That's what we want. Okay. So we can delete this one. And that'll be our actual JSON. Okay, so we can get body and number directly out of there. That's pretty easy. So we can return Dingly Dong says, "Where'd you get your pepperoni top?" Yeah, that is some sick drip that CM Griffing's got there. What happened to the split keyboard? It's right here. We have a channel points reward to switch keyboards, and so we switched the keyboards. Restant JSON return pull request PR number and PR body. Okay, so that's how we retrieve our pull request. Now we need to reset the state again. This state's already fine. We need to just fix this state so that it reruns again. Tinkly Dog account created yesterday. Yes, that does seem like an account that maybe looking for some bans. Don't follow this guy's chat. You guys can talk. That's what chat's for. Go for it. I'm not mad. You can do what you want. Ban self. Saystar66, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm curious what the body end in a new line. It does not. So I'm pretty sure. I thought we stuck a new line at the end. Did we not? We did not. Interesting. I wonder what it looks like. Oh, we have to run. Reformat body. Yes, we will write a function there. If PR_body does not equal PR.body, then we need to update the pull request body. How do I do that? Update a pull request. Are these optional? What's optional? Blah blah blah. Patch. Looks like you can just do whatever you want. Okay, cool. Filling comment in the object creation. Here? Oh, I think you're talking about the intentional thing. About this. This is shorthand for this object is length 1, assign the only thing into it to here. So it's a special unpacking. Picture Jake says, I'm deep in API running mode, but I want to go use my stand mixer for the first time. Make some cookies. That stand mixers are so good. Yeah, and you got one for Christmas, right? Picture Jake is half British if it counts, just doesn't live there. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'm in Eastern. Although I was in Pacific over for AOC. API update pull requests takes repo body r access token. Method equals patch and data. Just pass in the body. We need the headers as well. That in theory should be what we need. Then we just need to write our little thingy thing. GitHub API, call the method. API update pull request takes repo. That number. Body equals PR body, and then access token equals token. Mellow Jello said this Nano looks more high tech compared to mine. Yeah, it's not actually Nano. It is Babby, which is my own text editor that I wrote myself. And yes, it is a little bit higher tech. But yeah, as my text editor, I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I think this is right. So now I just need to implement this reformat body function. Reformat body, PR body, stir to stir. And we'll start by just doing this, and we'll do a little bit of TDD. This reformat body does not contain markers. Oh, we kind of need an example thing here. We'll use that. PR body. Okay, so it does nothing when we don't have the markers. It's another case where it just leaves it alone. We should probably also do one with the missing the start marker. Start marker. Okay, so those should all fail at the moment because we have just returned empty string, but we can make them pass by doing this, the minimal change. So now we need to write more tests to make it actually work. Test reformat body replaces expected body. Make sure it leaves other stuff alone. And if we grab all of this and put this in here, we want this in here. We also need to, there's also an edge case where there's not a new line at the end. We need to handle that as well. Test reformat body replaces body without trailing new line. We do this, our strip. Oh, except this is supposed to be expected. And then we should have two failing tests to fix, and we do. Cool. Big Mama Tristana says, I don't think I've ever seen anybody code in Nano. Well, I'm actually using Nano, but I used to. If you look at old streams, I used to use Nano. I really like Ubuntu's text editor. Oh, sorry. Which text editor, Qualzy? Because this is not Ubuntu. This is VS Code's theme. Meljo says, nice dude, just checked out the Git. I'm trained on the Vim extension of VS Code currently. Vim in Python is difficult because the scope is tabs, so I see why you rewrote it. Well, I didn't rewrite Vim. It's very different from Vim. Vim works fine for Python, but I've used it a little bit. Okay, how do I do this? Nice. Partition, probably. Yeah. Big start, body, and after. That works. Oh, we need a new line. Oh. That is a little... maybe we change body start to have a new line at the end of it. Yeah, that'll actually be better here. Sick. A little bit weird that this one has a new line and this one does not. But I think it makes sense for what we're doing. Yeah, so in theory this works. I guess we can just run it and find out. Okay, so what it should do is this PR is a no op right now. It should change this update blah blah to be the right text. Let's actually put some text before and after, even though our test knows, or our test says that it works, so. This want to be for sure. Oh, we should have also added another test to make sure that it's idempotent, so that if it is already up to date, then it doesn't need to do a second update. So otherwise we're going to generate a bunch of API requests for no reason. Did I not add the call? What happens? Why did you not update? It updated the PR. Greetings! How you doing, TubeWorm? What do you mean? Why didn't this work? Oh, we set the state again. Yeah, that's right. Cached? No, I don't think so. It's probably escaping or a bug. It ain't much, but it's honest work. How are you doing? Merchant says, did you choose the keyboard for any specific reason? Both of these keyboards were purchased for me. So I didn't pick either of these keyboards. I was gifted them. But I'm very happy with both of them. I like this one more, but I'm very happy with both of them. Okay, what happened here? What went wrong? PR the body. Oh. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. GitHub, why the fuck do you have Windows new lines? What the fuck? GitHub, a Microsoft company. What the fuck? Oh. Why? Why are they Windows new lines? Oh, this makes it so much more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I could just replace backr backend with backend. That's probably the most sane thing to do. Yeah. It's so stupid. What a stupid thing to do. Why the fuck would they do this? Well, we'll do this. It's a bit of a hack. Is that a character turn? Yeah, it's a Windows new line. For God knows why reason. Oh, what a dumb thing. It's so stupid. I don't think I've ever seen a backr in use before. I mean, I've seen them a lot because of working with Windows, but Is certainly not what I expected from this API. Alright, so pr.body should be normal new lines now. It is. And if we do these, it should have updated. Hey, look at that, it fucking works. I mean, of course it works. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's add that one test that I wanted. Cool. Farmer says, "Good head out. Catch you on the Discord." Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I think this is that feature. Reformat PR descriptions. Rewrite PR descriptions if we're pushing. Oh, we have breakapoint still. And that is why we have the hooks. Catch stupid bugs like that. Cool. So not next week, but the week afterwards, we'll have this feature. Well, for PRs pushed after next week, I guess. Is going to sleep too. Well, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Cool, bunch of tests. Looks good. New lines. Windows new lines. Windows. Wilding. Absolutely wilding. Not at all what I would have expected. What are you humming about, Qualsy? About me grumbling about Windows new lines? Please? This is what I'm grumbling about. I post with normal new lines and GitHub converted them into Windows new lines for some reason. Superb says, "Father Anthony, I'm debating with myself whether I should change my blue switches to browns. I'm a fan of browns. I don't particularly like blues. I think blues are real loud, too loud for me. I really like browns. I really like clears. If I recall, they need extreme amounts of force. I thought blues and browns were the same force. Clears is the heavy ones. Blue versus brown switches. They were the same grammage. We're gonna look at switch porn. Where's the grammage? How do I know the grammage? These are 45. What are these? Blues are 60. So browns are easier to push down than blues. Yeah. But clears are 60s. What do we want? Oh, your blues are 40-ish? What? You edited the comment in GitHub on Windows. Oh. Let me recreate it from scratch and see what it is. That's a good point, details. I did not think about that. That is a good point. So what happens if we... What happens if we do this? This should create the pull request and not hit our breakpoint. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. I feel a little less mushy, but my fingers did hurt. Oh no. Oh no. Let's say Luis GX says, why when I start my PC is only a white line and the screen is black? Oh, I need a breakpoint in the PR data. Yeah, right. This wouldn't help. You are indeed correct, because we put the replace there. I would have got there. I would have been a little confused, but you did save me a little bit of time. I appreciate that. I would have figured it out. I would have been like, huh, that's weird. I hope editing this in the UI doesn't actually change those to Windows new lines. I guess if it does stay as normal new lines, then we can blame it on Windows. That makes it even more confusing. That means it's like the browser's fault. I guess if it's a text area, do text areas have platform-dependent new lines in them? If so, I've just learned a very sad thing about HTML today. It's the saddest thing about HTML. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so sad. That's so fucked up. That's so stupid. So, because GitHub uses a text area for this, this is just a text area. And apparently text areas have platform-specific new lines in them. What a fucking cursed thing to learn. I mean, it works at least, but oh. Hey, what's up, Zithrius? How you doing? Did I come at a bad time? No, this is all right. We just learned a cursed thing about HTML though. The text area tags use the platform specific new lines. Like I said, GitHub is Windows. Well, I mean, it's my browser is Windows. Yeah. Our team says I sleep in Portugal. It's too late. Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. But yeah, that doesn't actually change our code at all. This is still fine. As long as we normalize the new lines. Yeah. Does macOS have special new lines too? Really old macOS. macOS hasn't done carriage return lines in like 15 or 20 years. And if that crazy situation happens where somebody with macOS 9 somehow gets onto GitHub and somehow edits the PR description, then fuck them. macOS is based on BSD, not Linux, but similar to Linux. It's a Unix machine. Yeah, just normal backr for really old macOS, but fuck them. That's their own damn problem. They have bigger problems if they're doing that. Yeah, did I create this pull request? I did. Cool. Cool. Well, let's see how many errors I get next week. Tuber says, on an unrelated note, I finally found antidepressants that work. Awesome, that's great, man. Yeah, having antidepressants that actually work is great. Only took me like 4 years. Yeah, man. I know some people that still have not found good working antidepressants that don't have like terrible other side effects. And, yeah, it just sucks. But let's let this deploy. We'll deploy that. At least we solved the mystery of the backend. We did indeed. I think I would have been less disappointed if it was just GitHub always converting them to backend. But the text area answer makes way more sense now that I think about it. Like, because at least in the former, I could have just been like, man, GitHub does a silly thing there. But now it's just, browsers do stupid things. But, I mean, it's browsers. What do I actually expect? Deploy prod, please. Sudo has a pretty good antidepressant. That's good. That's good. Yeah, animals will do that. Pets will do that. Pets are great. Come on, deploy. Oh, I might have already finished. It's the dev. Email for dev. Where's prod? Where prod? There we go. Okay, cool. So we can go to pre-commit.ci/issues. What are you? Repost of that. All right, this should be fixed for future created PRs. The way it works is pre-commit.ci now puts a special marker comment before and after the updates text, and we'll keep that in sync with the PR as it pushes it. Note that PRs created before today will not be updated. Anything newly created should have not being as difficult as I thought it would be. Oh, thanks again for the issue. He's farting, then I don't know that. That's fair. Cool. All right, well, that's all done. I think that's gonna wrap us up for today. Oh, actually, one last thing that we usually look at. We usually look at the number of runs we're up to. Dynamo. Probably weren't that many this week because people presumably took vacations. We should have gotten a bunch from the auto update. Yeah, about 350k. Sounds about right. Surprised how much the write throughput is. I guess this just means that there's lots of runs happening, which is cool. It's a good sign. All right, but yeah, that's gonna wrap us up for today. Let me do my little spiel when you send you off to another channel. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos 3 times a week to my YouTube channel, and that is youtube.com/anthonywritescode. I also uploaded my stream VODs to my second channel, so if you missed any part of the stream and you want to catch up or watch previous streams, you can check those out on my second channel. I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon, although this Saturday I'm busy, so we'll be skipping one. I announce my streams in 2 places. Sometimes I'll stream other days, so there could be some bonus streams between now and then, and I will announce them on my Twitter, so follow there to get notified. I also announce on the Discord, which you are all free to join and hang out with us. Kind of a cool place to hang out. There's a beginners channel if you want to ask questions about programming. There's a bunch of other social channels as well if you want to do that. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.